In 1882, 140 years ago, a small group of faithful women convened in hopes of establishing a congregational society here in Charlevoix, Michigan. Shortly thereafter, a Ladies' Aid Society undertook a few small fundraising projects, and plans soon formed to purchase a plot of land on the corner of State and Park Streets in Charlevoix. In 1883, the first pastor, Reverend C. Van Auken, was called, who began meeting with his fledgling congregation in homes. And by 1884, the church building was constructed and dedicated, and it still stands in that very spot today. For 140 years from this same street corner, the people of First Congregational Church have sought to live the path of Jesus and to grow in God's love. Through the decades, the people of this church family have been reaching in through Bible study and prayer, and reaching out in acts of service, love, and disaster relief. Whenever we have gathered to feed ourselves, it has always been in order that we would in turn be able to feed others and thereby embody the love of Christ. Speaking of embodying the love of Christ, not long ago, a group of committed Christ followers from this same street corner and in this very building penned an updated covenant statement. Our church community seeks to embody God's Spirit and live the teachings of Jesus. We offer a sense of belonging to each other and to all our neighbors as we build a just and sustainable world for all.
Hi, it's Carolyn, and as you can see, I'm standing in front of our beautiful purple doors. These doors have a very special meaning to me. For many years I came up with my girlfriends, and every time we went by the church I said, I'm going to that church because of the purple doors. For those of you who don't know, I love purple. And doesn't everyone choose their church with purple doors? But as fate would have it, and I believe God works in mysterious ways, when I moved up here permanently 12 years ago, I came to this church. And the first time I walked in, I knew it was the place that I wanted to be. I found it to be a very progressive, liberal church, and that's what my soul needed to continue to grow. During COVID, I realized that I missed coming to the church and actually seeing people. And it really hit me the first time we met in the garden. And I thought, this is my church family. This is my family that's so important to me. And one of the things I really love about the family is, and the church in general, I don't see cliques. I don't see people judging other people. I just see a group of people that are worshiping God and glad to be here. And I'm thrilled to be a part of the First Congregational Church.
One of the things I really value about this church is that I don't have to leave my brain at the door. I don't have to set aside my interest in science and history when I come to worship or Bible study. And like my dad, who is also a part of this church family, I have a lot of questions. I think of many possibilities. I don't always see things the way other people see them. And I appreciate the fact that I can share what I think and hear what others think at Bible study and book discussion groups. And I get the sense that what I think is appreciated by others. My spirit is fed here at First Congregational Church.
Music has always been something this congregation celebrates. Not only do we provide meaningful music for our family of faith on Sundays, but we've also had a rich tradition of providing concert series and special events for the larger community. Our church, especially in recent years, is not wedded to one particular music style or genre. We make it a point of celebrating and sharing excellent music across all genres and time periods. For God speaks through all kinds of music. In recent years, one of my favorite musical memories is the American Spirituals concerts. You know, we bring in world-class musicians from all over the country to put together this inspirational event. It's very difficult to walk away and not be in a new place.
Hi, I'm Sue Dixon. I was able to, with some other members of the church, start a diaper pantry 5 or 6 years ago. We are open on Monday nights. We see young families. We don't ask any questions except, do they need diapers? We provide them with diapers and wipes, and sometimes we have formula around. Whatever we happen to have that people have donated to us, we are happy to give to them.
My name is Mark Schroff. I'm a supporter of the Raider Den Food Pantry here at the Charlevoix High School Middle School. Since 2018, students who likely face food insecurity, especially on the weekends, have been getting grocery bags of food, personal products, and snacks to take home on the weekend. Since we started in 2018 with 18 participants, it has grown to over 61 students that we're servicing this fall. Charlevoix Congregational Church has been a starting donor since the very beginning, contributing to our 501c3 organization. On behalf of all the students that benefit from your generosity, we want to thank you for your continuing support.
Okay. Hi, I'm Maureen Watts. You might know me better as Murphy. I grew up in this church from a small child, all through Sunday school, the Christmas pageants, all through high school, and then moved away to college and then moved away for my career. I've recently moved back to the area with my husband, and we are thrilled to be back and part of this church because I feel like I've come home. One of the things that attracted me to come back to this church was the outreach program. The one that I've been working with the most is with Toby on the Ministerial Association outreach, where we try to help people in need who are in crisis, who have an immediate financial need, and we also try to plug them into resources in this community, keeping heat in their home, even going so far as to buy a tent for someone who was homeless to provide them some immediate shelter until other accommodations could be found. This is a very rewarding part of the ministry and a rewarding part of my spiritual journey.
What does the future hold for us here at First Congregational United Church of Christ? We've got 140 good years behind us, and by God's grace, we'll have even more amazing years ahead. What I find so exciting is that the story of this church is still being written. God has given us a lot of blank pages, and along with them, the privilege of filling in those pages as we move forward together, growing in God's love. Our family of faith is blessed to include children, young families, and folks of every age. Together, we're building a future defined by these words from the Lord's Prayer: "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth." And to get there, to get to that future God has in store for us, one thing is for certain. We're going to need all of us, you, me, and every single one of us working together, giving generously, and participating in the unfolding story of First Congregational United Church of Christ. Let's make 2022 the most significant, difference-making year of the 140 years we've been together, growing in God's love.
I see stars